Morning everybody. I was asked about my bunnies. So that's big Peps, that's big Whoops, and in the hutch, which is enormous, it's like a 5-star hotel, you've got Sooty. So they're all about 6 to 7 years old. The wife likes to feed them. Anyway, welcome to the video. I'm just getting ready to go out on another litter pick, but a slightly different start today. I hope that satisfied your curiosity. Morning Mary! Hi everyone. So after my long-winded animal introduction, I'm here in Hayes Town, and I'm gonna go and clean this road today, East Avenue, which is the pits. I've just walked up through the town and I've got 2 bags on the trolley over there, and I'm gonna walk along this road. You can see what I'm up against straight away. It really is the pits. Now, those keen-eyed viewers may have seen Chili cleaning here a few times. My old friend Chili. I know he's feeling better because he released it on his video. I didn't want to make any comments on it until he'd released the video. This is going to be for another day. All these cans and whatnot. Today my mission is to just go up East Avenue up there by the park and then into Glebe Road or whatever it's called. So I'm not going to walk that far. I'm only going to walk about just a kilometre, which is 1,000 metres. For those who aren't used to kilometres. So yeah, but first I'm going in the cafe for breakfast because I just walked too far without anything to eat yesterday, so not making that mistake. Gonna go in the cafe, have some breakfast, and then we'll make a start. So see you in a little while. Morning viewers. So I'm having a hearty breakfast before I start this litter pick. Slightly different introduction today, and obviously the obligatory cup of tea. So I'm going to enjoy this. You guys can watch me eat it, and then we'll get to work. Right everyone, that was absolutely lovely. I can't say that I didn't enjoy that because that was just absolutely terrific. So let's make a start on today's video. So as I said, I'm up in Hayes Town, which is about the worst place you could ever want to be. You can just see by this stuff here how bad it is. So I comfortably got these 2 bags walking up here. I'll take that with me for the moment, put it on there, and we'll dump it up here at the bin. So the plan is to just try and tidy this road up. I had a long old litter pick yesterday. I'm a bit worn out from it, got to be honest. I'm a bit worn out. But thank you for joining me on the journey today. Nice to have your company. See, look, this is what you're up against, look. Just impossible. It's impossible to get to as well. I'll get the bits that are not inside the fence. This is just now derelict land, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse and worse. I don't even think there's a company here anymore. I think it's just left, been abandoned for a little while.
No, but did you complain about him like me then? No. And you ain't had lost up with Peter.
Anyway, let's just give it a tidy as we go. I'm expecting quite a bit of rubbish today. As I said, probably the worst road in the area. Squash that down for the moment. Squash that down. Not squashing it down well. Got a different set of New Balance on today. Got my New Balance. Let's have a look. Got my New Balance London Marathon Edition. These are the New Balance 180 version 12. That's a mouthful, isn't it? So These don't have a carbon plate in them. These just have foam. Lovely pair of trainers though. For everyday training, they're a lovely pair of trainers. So the pair I've been wearing lately, or the pairs I've been wearing lately, have gone in a washing machine. They got a bit grubby. But I just want to wear them because I'm not really getting any use out of them, as I'm not training at all, really, at the moment. Just not training at all due to injury. But that's for another topic, isn't it? Okay, so we've not come far. We've given it a tidy. I've just walked past some of it just so I could dump the bag. What I like about my trolley, they can detach and I can just use it handheld. Just go back and do the things I missed. And then what we'll do, we'll just go in that little park area there and give it a tidy up as well. But I must say, I've walked along here on Sundays now and again, and it's been much worse than this. Much worse. This is easy by its standards. I bet we still get a decent total though. Bloody plastic everywhere, look at it. Plastic. It's all just straws. The plastic that covers a straw. So yes, as I was saying on my introduction, the tortoise has gone missing. A few of you have asked me about my animals on some of the comments you've left, so today you got to see them in their glory. But me and the tortoise are on we're not on speaking terms today, because he went missing for 30 odd hours. I spent 2 hours yesterday after that major long litter pick I'd done looking for him. It was frustrating me to hell because I've got to know his habits now over the years, and I just couldn't find him. And my son George said, oh, he'll turn up, he's gone missing before, which he has, but the difference is I didn't know his habits then. When it's hot, he tends not to bury himself. So yeah, when it's hot, he don't tend to bury himself. I just couldn't find him. I was looking around, I was getting more and more frustrated. The more I looked, the more frustrated I became. And when my wife got home, she said, oh, he might be in the house, because he does come in the house if the door's open. So we looked in all the rooms downstairs where he could get to, couldn't find him, behind the curtains, under the chairs. I was like, I said, I just don't know what's happened to him. I really don't know what's happened to him. Then we watched a movie, which I will review a little bit later. And then after the movie, it was about 10 o'clock last night, she said to me, when you went litter picking on Thursday, you only had half a bag, didn't you? And I was like, yeah. She said, you brought it home so you could fill it up the next day. And I was like, yeah. She said, I bet he's crawled in the bag. So I thought, it can only really be the logical explanation. So, about 10:20 last night, I went over the local green where I knew I'd dumped the bag, opened it up, and guess who was in it? Yeah, Thanos the tortoise. Yeah, so he's had, I don't know, 30 odd hours in the gulag. He was all upside down and everything in it. I brought him home, brought him in, put him out this morning, gave him a severe telling off. Animals know when they're in the doghouse, trust me. He's avoiding me. So, I might as well speak about the film I watched last night with Mrs. O. We watched a film called Fly Me to the Moon, which is basically about the NASA program and building the ship, the Saturn V rocket that took the astronauts to the moon. And basically Scarlett Johansson plays a PA person, I suppose, and she works for NASA, tries to promote everything for them. So it was all right. It was a bit tongue-in-cheek. I've seen worse, I've seen better. It was enjoyable, let's put it that way. It's a light-hearted sort of film based on a story about going to the moon, and it was just enjoyable. I wouldn't say it's a classic. You're probably not going to remember it for that long, but it has its moments. As I said, sometimes that's all you need, is just a nice enjoyable film. You don't need something that's going to make you ponder and think about it for a week. You don't need something that you forget about before it even ends. So yeah, it's called Fly Me to the Moon. So it was okay. Let's leave it at that. It was okay. What isn't okay is this pile of crap here. Look, it's been left to rot. I'll pull out what I can for the moment. I need my big stick for this. And I've said it before that mine's bigger than yours, but it really is. And I could do with him at the moment. Let's just pull a bit out. I think what I'll do then is I'll bag it up, take it back to my pile and start again. Right everyone, I've had a little dig in there. I can't really get any more out. I've fallen over twice. There's some wood in there and I keep slipping over on it. I'm here to litter pick, not kill myself. So I've dug that out at least. And I might have to come back with a big stick in the future and just get what's in there. There's not too much in there. Most of it's this clothing. It's obviously just someone's dumped some stuff there and it's just been added to, like rubbish. You know the saying, rubbish attracts rubbish. So, and then obviously no one's done it, council ain't done it. Don't know why they ain't done it though. This ain't private land, this is definitely council land. But anyway, I've dug out this pile. I'll fill up these bags. And then what I will do is just shuttle them back to that pile. It's just up there, what I've done already. And then put some fresh bags on and make my way further up the street. Hopefully I can get them all in these 2 bags. Problem is these clothes really fill the bags and just take up a lot of space. I've got the mega trolley with me. My having mega trolley, he does hold a bit of weight. If this was me carrying it, I would have given up a long time ago. I would have had to put new bags on a long time ago. My arms are still aching from yesterday. You'll see that video. You've probably seen it actually by now. Right, looks like I'm going to squeeze all that in. So let's go and just take it back up there, put some fresh bags on and continue on today's litter pick. Right, I've put a couple of fresh bags on. I've dumped all that pile there. It's growing, isn't it? Pile's growing for such a short road. So we'll continue along and I'm sure we'll fill quite a few more bags yet. My plan is to get them all on that one pile back there. I might even go and get that bed base that we saw at the very beginning and just drag it up there later on when I get back that far. But for the meantime, I'll continue along and we'll see what we get. Just seen a horror show over the road. By a horror show, I really mean a horror show. Look at this. Look at this. It's embarrassing to think that we're in England here. It's becoming like a third world nation in places. As a proud Englishman, I'm embarrassed to say that parts of London have just turned into the third world. Look at this. I told you this road was a dump. I've come up to the junction now of Glebe Road. This Glebe Road isn't exactly a day out at Butlins. How do people live like this? What just possesses them? What goes through their minds? That's if they, maybe they just ain't got a mind. The problem is, I'll tell you the problem here. I'm judging these people by my standards. My friend Buster, who's an ex-Olympic sprinter, said you can't judge people by your own standards. And he's absolutely spot on, you can't. Look at it. It's embarrassing. It really is embarrassing. What the hell is going on in this country? I've been stunned into silence. Honestly viewers, I've been stunned into silence. So obviously the cafe you saw me in earlier, I usually just drive up there and obviously I see this road. Such a different perspective when you're driving along at sort of 25 miles an hour. You see it, but it's not until you just walk it a bit slower and you see every last little bit. You're like, what the hell? I mean, I did know I was letting myself in for a bit of a mission. I'm not that daft. I'm daft, but I'm not that bloody daft. My mum used to call me that. She used to say, you daft brash. The old mum, eh? You miss them when they're gone. Take them for granted when they're here, and you miss them when they're gone. But she got to 90 years old, so we can't grumble. It's not until you get as well to a certain age that you realise what they do for you. Come home from work, made us dinner, done our ironing. Bloody hell. Those were the days. Sitting on a pile of washing in the 1970s, listening to the Archers. The Archers. Flipping hell. Look it up on Google. I think if you've never heard of the Archers, it's a radio programme that runs on, I think it still runs on Radio 4. It's been going for about 70 years. The Archers. So my mum used to listen to that. I was a little boy, I'd sit on a pile of washing. She'd make you a banana sandwich on a Sunday night. Lovely, nice banana sarnie. But yeah, it's not until you get to, well, they say it's not until you stand in someone else's shoes that you realise what they do. Now I've got 3 children of my own. Thankfully all grown up now. But yeah, you don't appreciate it until you do it. Thanks, Mum. For the moment, was just so depressed looking at that pile that I'm about to encounter. And I've taken a couple of Brave tablets. I went in the local shop and I 2 Brave tablets, please, mate. So I've taken 2 Brave tablets and I'm feeling very brave now. Brave enough to have a go at what awaits me up there. Look, this is all I know. Look, I'm not going to do this because it's just on private land, and look at it, the whole lot of it is just a mess. There's a cat up there. We must feed it because there's a bowl there, look. But come on guys, tidy this up for Christ's sake. Look at it. I'm going to do this. Maybe it'll give them a little bit of encouragement just to see it a bit tidier. I'll make the first goodwill gesture. But look at it. This is someone's business. Seriously? Presenting your business like this. Morning, mate. Take that bleeding Chelsea hat off. Come on, Fulham. I've done everything. I have to do everything because I'm going to France tomorrow for the day. Day trip to France with Mrs. O and Lauren. Because I live to the west of London, it's 105 miles down to Dover. I am going to come back to this, by the way, if you're wondering. I just want to empty this first. Never going to fit all that in there. So, got a day trip to France tomorrow, which from certain parts of the UK you can do a day trip. So we've got to get up at 4:45. We're leaving at 5:05 in the morning. Then we're going to engage the warp engines all the way down to Dover, which probably about 2 hours because there are a little bit of road work. But it's summer holiday, so I'm not expecting the roads to be too bad. And it's a Monday, so hopefully whiz through the port pretty quickly. On the ferry, loved the ferry. As a little boy, we used to have day trips to France with the school. It was like the best thing I'd ever done. Didn't have much growing up. A day trip to France was like the equivalent of a round the world cruise nowadays. Anyway, so when my children were growing up, I used to take them on the day trip. First it was Andrea and George, and then Lauren came along, and then when she was old enough, I'd take the 3 of them. We'd have a lovely day trip to France on the ferry. Go and get some of those lovely French cakes. So yeah, doing that tomorrow. So I've cleared my diary. Let's add this to the pile, get a couple more bags, go back to that absolute mess. Right, I've emptied the bags, viewers. Come back to this pile. Should get this in 2 bags quite easily. To be honest, I don't think they care if I pick it up or not. I think they'd live in it. If it piled up 10 times as much, I think they'd still live in it without batting an eyelid. You know the saying, you can't polish a turd. But let's hope for the best. Clean it up. See if by keeping it clean they can be bothered. Unlikely. You can see why though this is the worst street in Hayes, can't you? Try and get this little bit of glass, as I know there's animals in the area. Could have done with a dustpan and brush. Flipping hell. Try changing gear. Flipping hell. Riding the clutch, revving the engine. Sell that, one lady owner. I'm being sarcastic, but come on. Look at her. That clutch will be wrecked within flipping 3,000 miles. Cool, I can smell it now. Burning all the, because they're not changing gears, it's burning all the fuel at a rate and a half. Whew. You gotta laugh. Right, those Brave tablets I took are certainly helping. There's all maggots in that, look. Oh, lovely maggots. You do have to love a maggot, don't you, look. I'm starting to lose the plot. Gerard is losing the plot. Right everyone, I've cleaned it. It's in them 2 bags. Looks so much better, don't it? Let's see if we can add a before photo again, just to give us a reminder of what it looked like. There's a job for you there, Lauren. Add a before photo. Caption, before photo. So it looks a lot better. I think I'll probably get a little bit more in this, just along here, and then just a couple of bags to finish off. And then what I'll probably do is just drag that bed base up to the pile as well, and then take a picture for the council. Been pleased with my efforts today. Right everybody, I've dragged that bed base 100 yards up here. I think there's 14 bags there. I lost count, I don't care, but I'd just like to say thank you for watching and joining me on the journey today. It's been good to have your company. I've enjoyed the chit chat. Please leave some comments and tell me what you think. But yeah, definitely a productive morning's work. I'm gonna do the canal next in Hayes, but that's 4 or 5 days away. But yeah, I'm pleased with that. I'm not pleased with the area. Found it horrific. Can't say I enjoyed it, but I've enjoyed cleaning it up, let's put it that way. So once again, thanks for watching. Hit the like and subscribe button if you want to see more videos. Be great to have you along. And last but not least, we'll definitely catch you on the next one. Thank you.